I'm a little bit congested and sick right now and kind of just feel like a spicy piece of trash, but when do I not? I swear to God, on the last like 4 videos on my channel, I've just been taking massive fucking L's. I promise you guys, I feel like a normal, healthy human. Like most of the time, it's just been, the last month has been a fucking rough one. But anyways, today I'm really excited because I have been sitting on like this massive pile of clothing for 4 months. It's just one of those tasks like doing a final assignment or telling my parents that I have a YouTube channel that I've just been putting off for a while, and it just keeps getting worse and worse the longer I put it off. So the first thing that I got is this top that I'm wearing right now, and I was actually planning on wearing something else for this video, but I tried it on for the try-on clip and I was like, I do not want to take this top off ever. Just fucking bury me in this shirt. Thank you. I don't even know if I'm wearing the right bra with it because it is a little bit see-through, but I kind of wanted to avoid nipple if possible, so my bra is not the cutest. I thought this shirt was so unique, and it's like one of the reasons that I love thrifting to begin with. Who the heck would design this? You can't find this shit in a Forever 21. God damn it, they're doing construction. Okay, they're also resurfacing the stairs in my building, so this is gonna be a fun adventure for all of us. I also really like the bottom of this shirt. It's like a nice little arrow that points to the vagina in case anybody's having trouble finding it. No, but I think it actually creates a really flattering shape and it kind of like brings the waist in somehow. So this is like my new favorite top. I'm very excited about it. I'm at David's now. Conveniently, there's also a guy cutting up plexiglass right outside David's window, so I'm chilling on the floor of his bathroom right now for the aesthetic. There's also a frat guy chilling outside who can definitely hear everything I'm saying, so hello, new friend. You're gonna get to hear a lot about me. Why does he have a tiny little football? Is this like a toy you get at McDonald's? The first thing that I got is this flowy metallic dress, which, well, I don't think I'm going to be invited to any New Year's parties, but I am always a huge fan of wrap dresses just because I feel like they're so universally flattering, and they're also really great for hiding a food baby too. I have this wrap dress that I literally like will wear around the house pretty much 5 days of the week because it's so comfortable and I can eat as much as I want and I'm not going to feel constricted at all. It also has so much movement and I just feel ready to dance the night away really fucking awkwardly. That is the sound of New Year's, my friends. This is a little bit loud for my normal taste, but you know, it's the holidays, so fuck it, I'm gonna be festive. I look like a Christmas mermaid. Also, there's just something deeply satisfying about petting sequins. Next up, oh, we have this corset. I've seen a lot of bloggers and like fashion humans bringing corsets back, especially when it's paired with something casual like jeans or a little nice white t-shirt underneath. This one is a little bit less 18th century and a little bit more 50 Shades of Grey, but I suppose that's a vibe. Also, deadass, I just feel really sexy in this, and it does a thing to my boobs. There's not that much of them, but like, it's pushing them up for all they've got. Oh, that's fucking weird. I feel like frat guy can hear me saying all of this, and I don't like it. I have this dress. I believe it's called a cheongsam. I don't know if I have like the intonation and stuff right, I'm so sorry. It's one of those traditional Chinese dresses. The fit was originally a little large on me, but I added this really cool belt that I got from Urban Outfitters, which again is a little bit like 50 Shades. Maybe there's a theme going on here. Anyways, I do love this dress, but I feel like this weird sense of liberal guilt in the back of my mind. Even though ethnically my mom's side of the family is Chinese a bunch of generations back, it feels somehow wrong because I feel like not Chinese enough to wear this. Maybe it's a common experience for Asian American people and like mixed people that after a certain number of generations, you don't feel like in tune enough with your culture. Because my mom moved here when she was so young, I was pretty much just raised in Americanized family, even though people still see me as Asian, which is, I guess, interesting to think about. Anyways, I also got a couple jackets. I also got a couple jackets. The first one that I got, which you guys might have seen in my winter outfits video, is this giant oversized leopard coat. It originally came with these giant ass 80s shoulder pads, which I cut out of the lining so that it would be a little bit more of a relaxed fit, not like whoop, and they're more like whoop. Also, I thought this was a great way to try out the leopard trend because I know that leopard and snakeskin are so in right now, but I feel like it's one of those trends that comes and goes within like a year. So I wanted to play around with it, but in a much more affordable way. I also got this coat, which is probably one of the coolest things I've ever thrifted. I think this is either a vintage military coat or a really good replication of one. Even though I don't support the military industrial complex, I'll be damned if they don't have a good aesthetic. I blame Damon from Damon and Joe for getting me on this streak of vintage European military inspired things. So I am so excited to style this coat, especially with things that are more feminine or some of my skirts and dresses that are a little bit shorter, because I feel like this structure helps balance it out, and it's like the whole masculine and feminine juxtaposition. And the other great thing about men's clothing is that their pockets are fucking deep, and not just because they get paid $1 for every 65 cents women do, but like, look at these fucking pockets. Like, that's a thick, like 9 inches, I want to say, and it's girthy too. I forgot to bring it with me, but I found the most glorious dress of all time. This dress is like, if I ever volunteered as tribute to enter the Hunger Games, which if I did, I would die immediately. I'd be like the first one. I just like run in, get a brownie from the fucking cornucopia, and then let somebody stab me, because that's the way that I want to go. At that giant ceremony where they make them like dress up, that would be my dress. Or just like a sexy jellyfish. One of those. I don't know when the fuck I'm gonna wear it, but if you're a fashion nerd like me, it's one of those things where if you see it in a thrift store, you like have to buy it and then just keep it in your closet for about 25 years before you get nominated for an Oscar. Admittedly, I don't really have the proper boobage to fill out this dress all the way, but I did get to use it as a costume in my friend's film, and I'll insert a picture of the actress who wore it, but her body was like perfect for it. I low-key just wanted to give it to her because that dress fit her like it was custom made. She looks so amazing, but I'm really excited for the film to come out too, because at least somebody will be able to see that fucking masterpiece of a dress. Anyways, back to stuff that I actually have with me. Oh no, it's caught in the laundry basket. Oh. I got this dress, which is so freaking sparkly, and it weighs like 10 pounds because there's so many sequins slacked onto this bitch. Obviously, this time of year is about like loading as many sparkles onto a piece of clothing as possible, so I feel like this dress is appropriate and a great little holiday number for all the holiday parties I won't be invited to. I also picked up this green velvety number, which reminds me a little bit of like the type of Christmas dress that my mom would make me wear for when we went to get family photos at JCPenney, but it's just a really soft velvet. It goes to a bit of a midi length, so it's like more appropriate for family gatherings, which is the one time I don't show my entire ass to the world. I added this belt, which is the most gloriously bedazzled thing I've ever seen. I actually thrifted this over a year ago, but it kept getting pushed to the back of my closet and I kept forgetting to show you guys, and then it wasn't the holidays anymore, and I was like, well, I'll just wait till the next holidays. So a year later, here she is. What a beauty. And I thought it helped add some interest to that dress, even like just with jeans and a regular shirt. Of course, it wouldn't be a video on my channel without something gingham, so here you go, kids. This is kind of like a picnic blanket and a Hillary Clinton pantsuit had a baby, but I'm kind of about it. Next up, I got this top, which is very like sexy magician. It has these little grommet things going all the way down the front, which are a complete bitch to have to do up when you want to put the top on, but I love the little detail that they add. And I styled this by leaving the bottom grommets unbuttoned so that it creates like a little bit of a peplum detail, and you can see some of the hardware on the blouse. Why is there construction here too? Next up, we have this shirt, which is giving me straight like 90s Guess vibes. This pattern immediately caught my eye in the store and I was like, I'm gonna get it. It was like $5, but I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna wear it or if I'm gonna alter it yet, because it's long enough to be a dress, but it is still a little bit baggy if I don't style it in some sort of way. So maybe I could wear it as a dress like with a belt, or I'm thinking of altering it and taking in a little bit of fabric from the side, or I could like crop it and just wear it as a t-shirt too. The possibilities are so endless. Alrighty-o. What could possibly be next? It's a cashmere sweater that I got for $15, so it was a little bit more on the expensive end for a thrift store. When I got this, I wasn't sure about the color because I really don't own much light blue, especially for the winter, but I love how this looks with a white skirt because it's very like Ice Queen. They're both light colors, but they still give me winter vibes. To layer over it, I also got this woolly sweater, which looks like something my grandpa would wear. It's very like Eddie Bauer from the 50s. It's just this loose-fitting men's zip-up, and it has a little bit of ribbing detail around the collar and on the sleeves. Nothing too crazy, but I thought it would be a really nice and cozy piece. I also got this green sweater, which is pretty much just like your standard green sweater. My last sweater that I got is this one. It's a vintage Ann Taylor sweater, well, I feel like I'm using the word vintage a little liberally. I honestly have no idea when this was made, but I feel like this is a solid like 90s at least. This looks like something my mom would own. This sweater lives in that nice gray zone between a sweater that's ugly and a sweater that's cute. It's like a little bit ugly, but in a kind of endearing way. I got this little striped dress. It is pretty basic, and I feel like something that they sell at Forever 21 or H&M, but recently I've really been into the whole layering a t-shirt or a long sleeve underneath a strapless top. It looks really cute and it adds a lot of detail to your outfit, and it's also a great way to wear summery clothing in the winter. I think I had one more thing to show you guys, but I left it in my apartment, so I'm just gonna describe it now and cut to the modeling clip. I got this cute little Lacoste polo. It's very plain, just like a white short sleeve polo, but the reason I love it so much, other than the fact that apparently I'm just a hoe for fancy brands with little insignias on the boob, is that it reminds me of like a 50s ice cream server. Fun fact is that I actually used to work at an ice cream store. The ice cream employees there were so intense that they hazed all of the new employees by making them take a shot of pure orange flavoring that they put in the ice cream, which to a non-ice cream worker doesn't sound that bad, but you put 1 teaspoon in for an entire machine's worth of orange. And what I didn't realize until I took the shot is that it's also 98 proof alcohol. So I was like a little bit tipsy for the rest of my shift. Normally I like to say my first official time drinking was in college and I didn't drink in high school, but technically I had my first drink at an ice cream store. Sorry, mom and dad. That is all the clothing that I have for you guys. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope this inspires you guys to go out and thrift. I especially love thrifting in my hometown too, because some of my best thrift finds honestly have come from suburban Maryland. So give it a try if you're home for break. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing holiday season. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch me. As always, even though this video was a fucking struggle, I'm gonna go chug some cough syrup and slip into a light coma now. I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Don't actually abuse cough syrup, kids. That's a real addiction. Okay, bye.